Hi Scorpio, welcome to 2019. My name is Colleen and this is Arcana Rising. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is the yearly reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We are doing January through June in this video. If you would like to watch July through December, you can click on the link below, go to shop, and it's only $6. So it's like $1 per month, basically. And it helps to support my business to continue doing what I love to do. So thank you for your support and for your business if you choose to do that. So thank you. Okay, so you guys are the first sign that I've had to record a second time. I haven't had a problem with anybody until I got to you guys. So fingers crossed this actually records. Like, it says it's recording, but once I finished recording it, I couldn't access the video. It was really weird. So I'm doing it all over again. And anywho, so I'm wondering if maybe that's a message for you guys this year. Do-overs, second chances, you know, fixing mistakes maybe even. So that's something to kind of keep in the back of your mind this year. So yeah, I'm using the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm also using the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck by Angela Hartfield, and the artwork's by Josephine Wall. I absolutely love her artwork. Okay, so I'm just going to angle this down because the cards are already dealt out. So your video is going to appear to be shorter, and it's only because I've already done the shuffling and the dealing in the first video, so we're just redoing it. Okay, so here's your cards laid out. And so it's January through June, and then this is the theme and the challenge. So we're going to start with the theme and go from there. So, 8 of Fire, 8 of Wands. So for you guys specifically, what stands out to me the most about this card, this 8 of Wands for you guys, is this specific wand standing in the middle. So you can see there's lots of movement, and it looks like things are moving fast. It's kind of chaotic. There's no organization to what's going on here. But then we have this one wand in the center that is straight, stagnant. You know, it's like the eye of the storm almost. You know, keeping your calm amidst the chaos is the message for this year, is the theme for this year. What was it that I said last time? Oh, it'll come to me. So, getting your power back was a very strong message that was coming up in the previous reading. So, you know, getting your power back is a big theme this year for you. And the way to get your power back is to be this while things are going crazy around you. So it's in being this calm energy, you are able to observe, you know, everything that's happening around you with a different perspective. You know, rather than hopping on one of these other wands and then going for the dramatic ride that of the chaos that they're going through, you know, you can step back and watch everything happen and, you know, make calm, clear decisions based on your personal truth. And that's where you gain your strength and your power from. This says events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. So if you've been feeling a stagnancy this year or last year, things are picking up speed this year, and it's important for you to keep your reactions in check. and learn to, stay calm throughout this transformation where like lots of things are changing and moving, and lots of spinning plates basically going on, and you have to keep your center. Okay, so then we have, and this is perfect. So I don't remember what all the cards are because I took a day or two to come back to this. So this is the Hanged Man card, which is in this deck it's called Awakening. And this year specifically, 2019, when you reduce it in numerology, it becomes the karmic 12 or the 3. It can be reduced to either number. So when it's in that 12 energy, that's when things start to test your patience, basically. Things may be feeling a little bit uncomfortable because in the Hanged Man, he's hanging upside down, and this angel is upside down. It's not a very comfortable place to be, but in being in this place where you are hanging upside down, you can observe the world from a different point of view, a different perspective, and there's a level of surrender that really occurs here that helps you to get into the flow of what is being offered to you this year, rather than trying to get caught up in drama and try to control the end results of things. It's more of like, I'm just, whatever will be, I will participate to the extent that I am able to when I stay in my truth, and then the rest is up to outside forces. I can't control everything. Let's see what this says. So this says, look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So that's a very important message this year. Being yourself is where you are gaining your strength, and where you will see the path really open up for you this year. So, staying in the calmness is where it will benefit you the most. And I feel like this is most important when things start to slow down this year. So there's going to be points this year that really pick up speed, and lots of things are happening at once, and it can create a level of anxiety or irritation or agitation. But then there's also times where things slow down, or it feels like there's a little bit of stagnancy occurring this year. And that's when you really want to observe your environment. And that's what it's saying in both of these cards. Being calm amongst the chaos. Observing things from a distance. And just kind of watching the chaos instead of, jumping in. You know what I mean? And in doing that, you gain this level of wisdom and power that really benefits you this year. So that's a really important message for you, especially when you're in this challenging energy of a Hanged Man, where it really tests your patience. Because when things start really moving, you want to be in that place of calmness so that you can really tap into your creative energy and, use it to your advantage for achieving greater things. Okay. So that's the theme this year. And we're going to get into January. We have Ace of Cups here. And we have Let Love Be Your Beacon. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Ace of Cups and Let Love Be Your Beacon. So there's a potential for new relationships coming in, new ways of connecting with others, new opportunities for connecting with yourself, and having a deeper understanding of your emotional self. So it says here, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So there's lots of opportunities for growth here in terms of love, of self-love, and also an opportunity for strengthening your intuitive abilities. And by saying intuition, I mean being honest with yourself about everything, including love. Being completely open and honest with how you really feel about certain situations in regards to relationships and love. And that will give you this level of confidence in yourself and making the right decisions, as well as it will teach you how to interpret your emotions before getting caught up in them as well. So that's where this level of observing really comes in. There's a chance for some healing this month, definitely, in terms of love, in terms of relationships. So this could be friendships, family, relationships, relationships at work, or, personal relationships with significant others, or just your relationship with yourself, like gaining a deeper understanding of yourself and, paying attention to the signs that your body and your soul are telling you, and then, heeding that advice. And that's always going to lead you in the right direction. Then we have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Water, as well as, what does it say? You are worth it. So you are worthy of love. This is for February. You are absolutely worthy of being loved and of giving love. And in saying that, you may have discovered that, listening to your intuition has told you that a relationship isn't what it's meant to be. But that doesn't mean that, you're not deserving of love at all. You know what I mean? You're deserving of the right love. So that's something to really pay attention to. So there could be a new relationship that you're stepping into in January and February, discovering a new love. It says, relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. So there's also the potential of, emotional healing in a relationship to be occurring in January, and in doing that, by February, that relationship deepens and strengthens, and you understand each other on a different level. But also with the Queen of Cups, I always see someone bending over backwards for the other person, like really being overly generous with their energy, with their efforts and time, and really like over the top with love, but in like a nurturing, motherly way, but also like being aware of the balance is important. Making sure that you're equally giving and receiving here, and not like giving 90% and the other person's giving 10. You know what I mean? Just make sure that you're not being taken advantage of, because in this motherly, nurturing energy, when you think of moms with new kids or new babies, like they put all of their energy and love into this child and forget about taking care of themselves in the process. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the kind of energy that could potentially be occurring in February. So just making sure that you're keeping things balanced and having that self-love balanced with the love that you give to others. Trusting your intuition continues to be very important as well. And it may help you in making certain decisions when it comes to love. Knowing that you deserve the respect of, a balanced, healthy relationship, rather than an, overly giving relationship on your end and then nothing on the other end. You know what I mean? But I'm not talking about in being selfish. I'm talking about in being fair. You know, knowing what you deserve, it's a very powerful thing. And there's nothing selfish about that kind of energy. Okay, so March, we have Ace of Air, Ace of Swords. And then we also have celebrating differences. So I feel like this is an opportunity for the truth to really come out, an opportunity for honesty this month. But then celebrating differences along with this really suggests to me that there's a potential for some arguing or disagreements this month, especially as we have Mercury going retrograde in March from the 5th to the 28th. And that can cause lots of communication breakdowns in all different forms. So we just have to understand that everybody's going through this energy together, and we have to have a level of compassion there, because everyone is seeking to have themselves be heard and understood, while at the same time not fully understanding and not fully hearing, the side, different perspectives. It's like it's difficult to absorb some serious information this month, from both ends of the spectrum. So just because of that mercurial energy, it's very mental. And we have the Ace of Air of Swords is a very mental card. So there could be a lot of like mental chatter and just confusion going on and trying to make sense of things, but also trying to be honest with ourselves at the same time. So the truth is going to come out, but it may not fully be processed this month, because there's like a flightiness going on and like a not really fully ready to absorb the information. You know what I mean? It says, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So there is a potential for lots of great ideas this month as well, but it's just a matter of like grabbing onto them and not forgetting them. So I would say definitely write things down this month. If you get some pretty bold ideas that you think would, really benefit you, write them down, and just let them be for now, because it's going to be so difficult to try to make sense of it, and it'll just create too much anxiety and confusion, and then you may give up on that idea before it even, hits the ground running, just because of the Mercury retrograde energy. So just, let it be for now, but definitely write it down so you don't forget it. Don't think that you can just tell yourself, don't forget this, and like try to put it in the back of your mind, because it may disappear. So that's another message for you as well. A challenging beginning. This could be the beginning of a new phase in a relationship, but it's going to start bumpy, because there's that issue in like the inability to really fully understand and absorb the information that's being offered this month. But there's also a desire to want to, like I'm hearing, spill the beans, like be fully honest. Like you can't contain it anymore. You got to get it off your chest. So you just put it out there, and that causes some disagreements, and you just have to be okay with that, because it's going to, you'll have the time to, work it out in the upcoming months or throughout this month, but don't expect it to all be resolved immediately, because there's a need for time to process. April feels like a very April and May feel like a very significant month for everyone. I'm pretty sure just about everybody has gotten major arcana cards for one, if not both, of these months. And that indicates a major event occurring. You know, you really want to pay attention this month. It's like arrows like, hey, look at this. You know what I mean? So April, we have life experience and ideal course of action. And life experience in the traditional tarot is the Tower. And in the Tower card, traditionally, you'll see like a tower breaking and it's in the process of falling over. There's like lightning struck it, and there's fire shooting out of the windows, and people are falling out of the windows, and it's like really traumatizing and freaky, and doesn't feel very good looking at it, you know. But it's interesting that these don't have that kind of energy coming up at all. And they look very similar as well. They both have this castle tower thing in the background, and then the path leading the way. You know what I mean? So it feels like this is saying good things are coming, but there's a potential for some pretty drastic shifts this month, so get ready. It feels like there's a change in direction that's occurring this month, that I feel like with the Tower card, it's not out of the blue. Although lots of people tend to feel almost victimized in these situations, like I can't believe, like this this happened out of nowhere. How could this have happened to me? You know, yada yada yada. But really, I feel like this is the universe intervening because you have been ignoring the signs for a very long time. You know, the universe kind of gives you inklings for you to make decisions on, and those things are in regards to your fate, your destiny, your soul's purpose. You know what I mean? And you must be really veering off course for you to get to this point where, you know, the universe is like, okay, I really have to like turn you around so you start going down the right path, because this is not you're going farther and farther away from your purpose, and we need to, I'm just gonna like take my giant hands and like pick you up and turn you around so you can start going this way. But in doing that, it's jolting and it's startling because you have been so, for lack of a better word, oblivious to the signals. You know, it's like you're seeing these signs for a detour, like you're driving down this road and it's like there's all these detour signs, construction ahead, you know, roadblock, blah blah blah, and you're still going and you're just ignoring them all. And then you know, finally a cop comes by or something and is like, you have to turn around, you cannot go any farther. And you're like, whoa, where did that come from? I had, like, what are you talking about? I didn't see any signs, you know what I mean? So that's one way to look at this without like fully freaking you out with the Tower card. Let's see what this says. It says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. It's time for you to go in the right direction, and, you know, start heading towards your dreams. Stop avoiding it. Stop distracting yourself. Stop coming up with more and more excuses to avoid it. There's no way to avoid it anymore. Something occurs this month that forces you in the right direction. It may not feel like it's, there's a possibility it may not feel that great, but just trust that it's leading you in the right direction. May, we have another major arcana card, the Moon. and we also have empowerment. And this is where, and I feel like actually, like, this energy is really coming in April. You know, all these things are changing around you, and you just have to pay attention to how you are reacting to those situations, because if you come from a place of victimization, it's just going to stall your personal growth even further. You know, just staying calm and knowing that everything is happening for a reason. You know, it would not be happening if it wasn't meant to. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your mind. You know, keep that in your heart, and just trust that everything is occurring for a reason. Stay calm. And when you do that, that's when you really pull in your personal power. And May really is a really motivating month for you, where you really feel, I want to say, you really feel in control of your life again. If you've been feeling a little bit kind of uncertain or less than, or, you know, life's a little bit chaotic, things start to come together and make sense now. Because you are finally stepping into your purpose. You're stepping into who you are meant to be. We have the moon, and this is powerful, intuitive downloads are coming in. So this has also been talking about your intuition, like trust your intuition, trust your gut in the first 2 months. And in trusting your gut, you're able to speak your truth in March, even though it may not be pleasantly accepted. You know what I mean? And in doing that, it's like you let go of all those burdens of, you know, holding on to things inside of you that you've been wanting to speak up about for a while. And so it further enhances this level of healing that's occurring this year. So there's lots of opportunities for you to fully step into yourself this year. You know, an opportunity for emotional healing, an opportunity for, you know, healing through honesty. And then once you step into those, it's like, you know, here's your first test, here's your second test, and, you know, you're ready. So we're going to flip the script and get you heading in the right direction now. You know what I mean? It's like you've proven yourself worthy of, you know, the universe intervening so that it can assist you in the direction that you're supposed to go, if that makes sense. And in doing that, you are like, wow, I really should just trust my gut more often, because look at what's coming together for me. I feel so much more powerful. I feel more like myself than I have in a long time, because I'm trusting myself instead of giving my power to others and trusting in them to make those decisions for me. You know what I mean? So I'm trusting my gut. I'm going to be receiving intuitive downloads this month, Scorpio. You are. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So you may not fully understand what's going on here, but you will have this level of trust coming in that makes you feel like it's meant to be. Do you get what I'm saying? It's all, you know, it may feel a little messy here. It starts to kind of calm down this month, and you're kind of processing it on a spiritual level this month, and like gaining this new level of wisdom by looking back at your life and seeing, wow, if I just trusted my instincts, trusted my intuition, I could have been here a long time ago. But this is not meant to be for beating yourself up about it. It's more of a level of pride and excitement to finally be here. we have the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords in June, along with higher ground. So Queen of Air, Queen of Swords, and higher ground. And I feel like this is kind of tying into the energy that was coming in March. You started to speak up your truth, you know, and like trying to process the differences between you and another in March. Could be with a friend, family member, you know, a significant other, or a coworker, yada yada yada. But I feel like it's fully absorbed and action starts to take place in June. So like things start flipping around and you start understanding things on a deeper level, and now you have this confidence to take action on the truth that you spoke up about in March. Like you voiced your concerns, you voiced your truth, you were honest with yourself in March, and then you're going through this transformative process in April and May, and now you have the strength and personal empowerment to act upon your personal truth. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. So clearing away all the things that no longer serve you. So this is a month of leaving things behind. The Queen of Swords is very cold. She just cuts right through the bullshit, and she will tell you exactly what needs to be done, and just has no emotional connections that can kind of cloud up the truth of what needs to be done. Do you know what I mean? This is actually a pretty Gemini energy here as well. She just observes, and it also kind of reminds me of Libra as well, in a weird way too. She observes, she sees the truth in these situations, and she tells you exactly what's going on and exactly what needs to be done about those situations. So clearing away all that no longer serves you. She has that sword to cut away those cords that connect her to things that do not benefit her. And that's how she's gotten to become the queen, you know. She doesn't get wrapped up in the dramas. She sees things logically and she reacts logically. So, and clearing away all that no longer serves you can suggest separation, can suggest divorce, can suggest leaving a job, can suggest, you know, leaving a friendship, moving, residencies, you know, or just taking control in of your life by clearing any clutter in your life, whether it's physical clutter or just anything that contributes to mental cluttering in your life or emotional cluttering. Anyone that is emotionally manipulating you, they need to go. Anyone that is like mentally distracting you, they need to go. You know what I mean? Like you're cutting through the bullshit and you're getting down to business this month. And like reaching higher ground, you are elevating to a new level of understanding in your life. And also this could be, you know, if it's about separation or divorce in a, you know, a significant relationship, this could just be, you know, no longer getting wrapped up in the drama of it for at least from your side, and just, you know, rising above the bullshit and just doing what has to be done, so that you can move on with your life. And, you know, that brings a new level of respect to the situation, that others will receive in a positive way most of the time. Just as long as you're not seeing yourself as above other people, because no one is above another. We are all equal, so we have to see each other on the same wavelength, even if we have differences. Even if we have our own differences, we have our own lives, we have our own lessons that we are learning. And that doesn't mean that anyone is better or worse than the other. They just have a different path to follow. And, there's an understanding that maybe those paths are going in different directions. And, I am honoring myself by acting on my truth. So there you go, Scorpio. It's a very, very powerful year. Cutting away the crap, staying in your power amongst the chaos, learning this new level of appreciation for your life by seeing things in a different light. Because when you are not caught up in the chaos, it's easier for you to see things from a different perspective and gain a newfound wisdom that will help you feel confident in making your own decisions. Instead of putting your trust in others, you can trust in yourself. I hope that makes sense for you, Scorpio. This is a very powerful year. Let me know how this resonates with you by leaving comments below. And again, if you'd like to see July through December, you can click on the link below this video, click on shop, and click on your sign Scorpio in the yearly reading videos. And it's only $6. I really appreciate your business. I appreciate that you guys watch my videos, and please like, share, and subscribe. It helps to continue to build this business that I'm trying to create for myself. And I hope you have a fabulous year, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.